Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. This lesson is going to be entitled, Eve has never been with you since the boats landed. It's time to move on, Jake. Eve has been against you, rather, since the boats landed. It's time to move on, Jake. That's what I'm going to say, okay? And the Spirit is on me to speak on Eve because the Heavenly Father caused Eve to be exposed just like Esau is being exposed, okay? And this is not by coincidence because they're both going to fall. Eve and the serpent are going to fall simultaneously, okay? And what you see here, you know, from AC, my boy AC, he's going into, you know, this particular account of Betty Shabazz and how she was giving Malcolm X hell throughout everything that he was doing, you know, and she's praised as this righteous woman in the community. And it's, hey, man, when you really look into it, they were demons, okay? And even back then and before then. Now, I'm going to play this video and I want to read a scripture. Okay, and this doesn't apply to the women of the elect. Any woman of the elect, this does not apply to. Okay, but I'm going to read this scripture. This is Sirach 25 and 23. And if you're acting like that, you better change your ways or lest Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai take you out swiftly. All right, this is Sirach 25 and 23. Matter of fact, let's start at 20. It says, as the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man, excuse me. And you know, Eve is known for having a loud mouth, known for talking a lot, known for interrupting men. Okay, that's what they're known to do, which is grievous into a real man's spirit. A real man is not going to accept that. Okay, and you've seen that even with the Kevin Samuels show, how they would constantly interrupt him and he would have to put them in their place. Okay, it says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. Yeah, you looking, you know, a woman looks good, but it's not about if she looks good on the outside. It's about how does she look on the inside. Yeah, you want the outside to look a certain way, but the inside is very important. Okay? It's very important. Right? Even more important than the outside. But, of course, you want to be attracted to the woman. Okay? But you don't be going with a woman, she's a IG baddie, but she ain't nothing but a thought and a whore and a demon. And I'ma deal with her. You know, we gotta try to, we have to use self-control, man. You know, it's not worth it, especially if you could sense that she's a troublemaker. You know, and Eve is a troublemaker. It says, a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. And when you go into this word maintain, when you look up the etymology of it, it means to hold in hand, meaning if they have control over you ultimately. Main means hand, tain means hold, to hold in hand. So if they have control over you, they end up despising you. Okay, whether that's control over your decisions, control over it, they end up despising you. And a lot of you Jakes allow Eve to control the situation. They've been controlling the community for so long. All right, and you think it's normal for them to control you and control, you know, the situation and say what they want when they want to say it, and you know, and things of that nature. It says, a wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh heavy countenance, and a wounded heart. So most of you Jakes have a wounded heart, and have a heavy countenance. And you can see it when Jake is dealing with Eve. You can look at Eve when Jake's dealing with Eve, and you can see this heavy countenance and the wounded heart on him. Okay? And then when he's dealing with another nation, he looks like he's more light and more free. Because Eve is giving you hell. And let me say something. The woman you have, the wife you have, can either help to build you up, or she can help to break you down. She can either help to strengthen you, or she can help to weaken you. And your woman, especially, if speaking to you Southern Kingdom tribes, especially Judah, your woman has been set up to weaken you. They are set up, and their mindset is set up to weaken you, not to strengthen you. That's why a lot of these Jakes is weak. It says, a woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Okay? Hey, well, I was looking at this one commercial from the 1950s, what Esau expected from a wife in the 1950s, and it was going through the list. And one of the things is when he's feeling down or whatever the case may be, to lift him up, something along those lines. And that was the well-known duty of a wife, was what a wife was supposed to do. Now, Eve is she'll break you down more. And then you wonder why you can't get ahead dealing with Eves. You wonder why there's a lot of successful Jakes with Edomite women and Latino women and whatnot. Yeah. Because they were able to strengthen their hands more than Eve could. Okay? It says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. So anyways. Now, matter of fact, let's continue. It says, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go. And it's time to let Eve go. Eve is not in order. Okay? It's a culture for them to be out of order. Okay? And if they have any semblance of order, they're not doing it in the right spirit. They're doing it with an attitude. How does that help? You know? It's time to leave Eve, man. This is Micah 7:10. It says, then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover. Eve is about to see great shame coming, because Esau is about to cut off all those little benefits that she has. Okay? And shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. And Eve is the top enemy of Jake under Esau. And she's going to get it worse than all these other women. Okay? Now, did not the Most High turn his back on us? The Most High turned his back on us for a time period. He turned his back on us for a long time period and allowed the enemy to kick our ass. Yes, he did. Because we were disobedient, because we were unruly. Okay? Because we were a bad representation. So he turned his back on us, man. Even to this day, the Most High is not even dealing with us directly right now. We have to go through Yahweh Shai. He's not dealing with us directly. Okay? And trust me, Eve is gonna feel it if all Jakes, see, if Jake was in unison, it would be so beautiful. But we know it can't happen, right? If all Jakes were to say, "Listen, I'm not dealing with you black. Your attitude is off. We ain't dealing with you." And everything, every video they make, oh, black man's this, black man's that, slandering us as they usually do. You just ignore them. Say, I don't care what they say. I'm not dealing with them anyway. That they may start to to act right. They may begin to act right. That might start to begin them to act right. But that Jake won't do that. Jake won't do that. Or at least they'll be in mourning. They'll be in some great mourning. Okay? But I'm surprised there's still Jakes that deal with Eve. Anyways, let me play this this video, man.
They've always given us pushback, and they always, when I created this channel with the sole purpose of showing you that they have never really supported us. They haven't been in our corner. They've always given us pushback, and they always were, only for their self-interest. And even brothers that we looked up to and brothers that we respect and admire, right? The women that were in their corner were always looked at as some sort of backbone to these brothers, and they were just there, being supportive. They was there, making sure that they were mentally okay, making sure that they were okay when it came to, their home being in peace, because outside they're dealing with everything. They're dealing with, death threats. They're dealing with, aggression. They're dealing with, political strain. Mm-hmm. They're dealing with anything going on in the world that's against them. And the only peace that they can really have is at home.
Right. But the thing is, when Jake got home, there was no peace there. There was nothing but hell. Oh, in the 50s. Yeah, Jake was more married back then, but it doesn't mean Eve was in order. Okay? They were more in order than now, generally speaking, but boy, I tell you, man. Imagine you got all these, like you said, death threats. You got Esau trying to kill you because, he's speaking up for so-called black people and all these different things. And you come home and your wife is giving you hell. That's double hell. That's double straights. It's a surprise Jake just didn't drop dead from a heart attack at the age of 30, man.
This is not what Malcolm X had. He didn't have that. Malcolm X did not have that. He didn't have peace at home. He did not have peace at home. Imagine.
So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to move it forward to about 7 minutes, all right? So you can hear what this character Betty Shabazz says, and we can see what's going on.
They was holding brothers down, sister this, sister that. I'm tearing all that away. I'm showing you who they've been supportive. These these black males, not men, have an issue with me because what I'm doing is destroying the myth that they've always been supportive. I'm tearing that down. All these, Keishas from the past. Oh, they so righteous. They was holding brothers down. Sister this, sister that. I'm tearing all that away. I'm showing you who they really were back then, to the brothers that were putting their lives on the line, that put their lives on the line for the collective, while they only thought about themselves. Listen to her. I want you to listen to her. This is Betty Shabazz.
A memory of bad times when I went to go someplace, or when I told him I was going to be one place and I went another place, and he was.
You see, she told him, Malcolm X, that she will be one place and she went another place. Hold on.
Very upset with me. All of that now I can handle. But there's also times when I really kind of give him hell.
There was times where she gave him hell. Oh, no. Let's go.
By starting that rumor about Betty.
But I was surprised to read that you had, and we don't see this in the film, but that you had left him 3 times.
Yes, I did. He was like very disciplined.
I don't want to put. Left him 3 times.
Poor.
Y'all don't know about that, right? She left him 3 times. Why? Let's go, man. Let's go.
Portray him as just
authoritarian. And I don't want to put all the problems in the marriage on him, because certainly I think her personality, both her, I think, legitimate desire to work outside of the home and to express, the
It's
talents
not a
and
legitimate
the
desire. You do what your
knowledge and
husband
skills
wants
that
you
she had gained in school, and also her forceful personality, her will.
Look, he's sitting in front of a couple of Keishas. Well, not a couple, few of them. Yeah, man. And he just don't. He's trying to sugarcoat what was going on, and that's the problem.
Yep.
With us.
That's right. That's right.
That's the problem with us. Mm-hmm. Tell it what it is. Don't sugarcoat it. Mm-hmm. Oh, it was problems in the No, she didn't want to be under his leadership.
That's it.
She was too busy thinking about the streets. Mm-hmm. You heard it. She would tell him that she's going to be somewhere and she would end up being somewhere else, and she was giving him hell. Mm-hmm. And she left him 3 times. This is a man that has the world on his shoulders. This is a man that has the world on his shoulders. Who really stood for black empowerment. Who wasn't trying to hit that turn the other cheek. Nah. You put your hands on me, there will be a retaliation immediately. This is what you called a black man. And he
let me get this scripture, man. Let me get this scripture, man. Because you know what comes with them generally. This is what comes with them. I don't want to say generally. I want to say this is what comes with Eve, man. And you can look at your own family members and see that kind of. I could look at my own family members and see that disobedient spirit, and I can see it's a culture. I can see it's a culture, you know. And I'm not even in Babylon. I can see it's a culture here. Like I can see my family. It's a culture of being out of order with the man, and you know. Disrespecting Jake. This is Proverbs 22:3. It says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished, man. Hey, man. Listen, man. Hey, I mean, if you got someone of the elect, you got someone of the elect. But I mean, Eve, man. I'm going to show you something, man. Because I got some other videos lined up. I'm going to show you something. And there's a difference because it's a cultural thing. It's a mindset that they have that's very counterproductive, and it will only bring you down, you know. And it's been like that. All right, I want to show you this. I'll show you this, and disregard the Eve on the right side. She's some IUIC woman. I don't know why she's all over TikTok, but you know, supposedly she was some IUIC person. Don't ignore her. Deal with this video here on the left side. Okay, deal with this video on the left side. It's a Latina woman, wife, and her mother. And look at how her mother reacts. It says, look, my wife asking me to clean in front of la suegra, meaning his mother-in-law. She ain't having that. She's building her daughter up to say, nah, man, you serve your husband. This is what they learn. And they're in Babylon. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is not Mexico. You got to be in Babylon. Hold on. Bring this back, man. And I'm not saying the Latin tribes are perfect. I'm not saying the Edomite woman. The Edomite woman is right. You know, there's the N dub, the bottom, and then right after that is the Edomite woman. She ain't even nothing special either, but she's better. Like, yeah, she's far better than Eve, generally speaking, depending on which one you get. Okay. Hey, I always speak about that show where they was swapping the wives, and they had a couple, right? And they had an Edomite woman, and then he swapped, and I believe he swapped with a Jake woman, And the man who had the Edomite woman, the wife would put on makeup before he got home, make sure she prettied herself up for him to come home, clip his toenails, take off his shoes, whatever. She was serving completely. And that's the first time I seen something like that. I was like, yo. I was like, wow, this is like got to be 11 years ago, 12 years ago, or maybe 10 years ago. I don't know. It was a while ago, long time ago. I seen that, and I could never find that episode again. I could never find it, no matter how I search. And the house was just so peaceful, man. And the dude didn't talk a lot, and she didn't talk a lot, and it was just so peaceful. I'm like, wow. I looked at how peaceful it was, and you looked at how chaotic the Eve's house was, and the Eve came to try to bring some chaos into that household. But I said, damn. I was like, yo. I mean, she's the devil, but I mean, she's righteous. That what she could have been a Jake that looked like a so-called white woman. But I'm like, yo, hey, man, you Jakes don't know nothing about that, man. A lot of you Jakes would be squeamish if your woman took off your shoes when you walked in the door. A lot of you guys don't, I don't know, baby, get up. Hey, I'm sorry, man. We grew up in this weak ass society, man.
Can you get the broom and sweep? Because I'm washing dishes and my mom's drying them and putting them away. Oh, no, Leti, ¿cómo crees? Pues si él puede ayudar, ¿cómo no? Pero de ahí nomás, él puede barrer aquí, mira, no es mucho. No, es para mujeres. It's
for women. You heard what she said? She said, no, it's for women. You heard what she said? She ain't having that. This is how a mother's mindset is supposed to be. And and she knows the right thing. Babylon poisons their minds. So don't think she's poisoned by Babylon, but she still knows the right way. Deep down, she knows what to do. Eve doesn't know. Eve is through. Okay, she's through, bro. And brothers deserve better, man. She said, no, it's for women.
Are you sure I'm
out? She's getting ready to curse her out.
I don't mind.
No. Don't worry. Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her.
Sorry. I'm trying to sweep.
Just the broom and help us out so we can be done sooner. Huh? So we can be done sooner. Leti, ¿qué?
Leti, what?
She wants me to sweep, Mama, so we could be done sooner. No?
Aquí no.
Just relax?
Sí.
Relax?
Tú vas a ver televisión ahí con tu suegro.
Órale.
See?
Whatever you say,
And the father-in-law, look at the father-in-law chilling. Oh, wait, no, they didn't show that part, but there's a part where the Latin tribe, he's just chilling. He's like laying on the couch. He's in a relaxed state. He's like in a relaxed, chill state, man. You know? I mean, there was even another one that I couldn't find, but there was one. If brothers find this one, you put it in the comment section, the link. But there's one where there's like this Issachar, right? And he's like like a construction worker or something like that. And he's coming home, and then the wife, like as he's coming up the stairs, the wife hears him. She gets up, she gets the cold beer from the fridge, and as soon as he walks in, he opens the door. She puts the beer in his hand, and he didn't act like, oh wow, thank you, my beautiful wife, which he didn't have to do it because he's like, this is normal. This is basic. This is normal stuff. This is everyday stuff. You Jakes don't know nothing about that. All right, Jake don't know nothing about that. Jake loses you if she cooks food for him and brings it to him. They'll do a TikTok video on it. Oh, look. Oh, what a great wife. Yeah, okay, man. Jakes are through. Watch this. This guy, he's always making videos about his wife from Thailand, and she won't let him touch the dishes, man. She will not allow him to touch dishes, man. and it's in a good way, where it's like, no, I'll take care of it, baby. It's in a good way. Okay? Listen close, man. And he's living his best life. He left Babylon and he's living his best life. Watch this. Hold on.
All right, guys, I gotta sneak and do this. I just ate, so I'm gonna go put the plate away, because if she finds out, she's gonna be pissed that she can't do it for me.
See that? See, that's a real woman. That's a real woman. That's a real help me. Look at that. Look.
Ah! Baby!
Huh?
What are you doing?
I was putting the plate in the...
No. No. I clean? No, stop. You relax.
You relax. You heard? And you notice she has the braids in her hair because she's trying to be more attractive to him. She's trying to look more like Eve to be more, thinking she's going to be more attractive for him. You see that? So she's literally taking on his spirit. Hey man, hey bro, hey whatever man, whatever. You want to stay with Eve, you do what the fuck you do what you want to do, man. Listen, I just care for brothers, and I just think brothers deserve better, man.
This is not scripted.
This is not scripted.
You're hilarious. I said, yo, she's not gonna let me. I love this light.
Look at him. He's happy. He's chilling. He's happy. Look at him, man. He said, I love this light. And he does videos like this all the time. She don't let that man do, you know. She's there to be a woman. She's there to serve. What was the woman have? See, Eve doesn't even understand why she's on the planet. She actually thinks you're here to serve her. They're backwards minded. They were taught backwards. They were literally taught backwards. Okay. Salakia. This is Genesis 2. In verse This is Genesis 2:18. It says, and Yahweh power said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet, a servant for him, a helpmeet for him. Do we have to get it in the NLT? Let's see what the NLT says, man. Then Yahweh power said, it is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper who is just right for him. They're supposed to be our helpers. They're supposed to be our secretaries. They're supposed to be our servants, our wives. Okay? Now, Eve's thing is when they see things like this, oh, you the maid, you the maid. They don't even know what the word maid means. Yes, that's a good thing to be a maid. A maid really just means a young woman. Dummy. And I ain't even going to go into the comment section. All right? But hey, man, I'm just trying to show you Jakes what it is, man. And there's so much other. Hey, I'm going to tell you something. Eve is there Esau slanders you. He's the accuser. But then behind Esau is Eve. Look at this. Hotep Keisha accuses Malcolm X of being abusive. So now because Betty Shabazz said he's very disciplined and he wanted me to be disciplined. Now the narrative of these damn black demons is that he's and they are black. They're a bunch of demons. That he was abusive. You see? I don't want to hear too much. I'm going to play a little bit. I'm stopping the video.
I do what I do. I make the content that I make because of Keisha's like this. If you let them tell it, if you let them tell our story, if you let them continue to lie about us, right? Mm-hmm. What ends up happening is it becomes the truth.
That's what happened.
It becomes the truth.
And that's what happened with you Jakes, because you Jakes never spoke up against what they were saying. You just accepted, oh, we got to do better. I remember that all through the 90s, man. You know? You Jakes got to take care of your children. And none of the blame was ever on Keisha. Only in the past 5 years, Keisha started to get called out. So that's why I'm all for it, man. Okay? Just like Esau, you know, they have to be revealed and then they're going to be brought down as well.
They haven't been getting any pushback. They have been lying on us. And black men of the past have let this happen for decades to the point where we became the face of criminality. We became the face of deadbeats. We became the face of everything that's dysfunctional when it came to Keisha's lying on us because we didn't give any pushback. Mm-hmm. Or at least we didn't give enough to the point where we started letting the world know who they are. sites
Well,
like World.
let's play a little bit of what she got to say, and then we're gonna close the video, man. The proof is in the pudding.
Star is starting to show who they are. And what am I talking about? Oh, I'm talking about this right here.
Well, what are you going to do? Cancel Malcolm X after he died? I didn't say that. That was not, I'm going to put my argument on the screen. This argument is not synonymous with cancel Malcolm X. This argument is not synonymous with we have nothing to learn from him. This argument is not synonymous with he was a bad person and none of his good deeds matter. You all decided to argue a point that I did not make. What I did was get on the internet and express disappointment that one of our great civil rights leaders has a history of violence against women. Of course, that's fucking disappointing. And I should be able to say it makes me angry and upset that so many of our civil rights leaders, particularly and most especially the men, have issues with misogyny.
Now,
anyways, man, especially if Eve went to college, I mean, that's a. With that, I'm gonna close up, man. With that, man, I'll say shalom. They got 30 minutes of my time. With that, I'll say shalom.